Welcome to Happy Brain Yoga, the podcast where we discuss how to live your best life through neuroscience and yoga. Today is Throwback Thursday. Today is a day about unity, youthfulness, and Revolved triangle. Before you hear another word, just stop what you're doing. Take a moment. Inhale through your nostrils. Hold. Now exhale through your nostrils slowly. Let's do that 2 more times. Inhale through your nostrils. And hold. Now exhale through your nostrils. One last time, slightly constrict your throat. Hold. Now exhale. Slowly. Now we begin. It's Throwback Thursday. And today is the birthday of 2 rather important humans. Charles Darwin and Abraham Lincoln, both born on this day in 1809. On Thursdays, people post old photos of themselves, younger, softer, less burdened. We call this Throwback Thursday. So before we go anywhere intellectually, I invite you to the best way to celebrate and observe Throwback Thursday. I invite you to join me in Balasana, child's pose. As you begin to engage in child's pose, fold forward, let your forehead rest. Breathe into the back body. Continue to inhale deeply through your nostrils and out through your nostrils. Remember the child that you once were. Not to regress, but to reconnect. Just continue to breathe. All right. In our discussions, I like to talk about science. So our daily science-y yoga thing, de-aging. I can't think of a better topic to discuss on Throwback Thursday than de-aging. Let's talk evidence. A 2017 exploratory trial published in Oxidative Medicine and Cellular Longevity examined a 12-week yoga and meditation-based lifestyle intervention in healthy adults. Researchers measured biomarkers associated with cellular aging before and after the program. Here's what they found. Here's what participants demonstrated. They demonstrated reduced markers of DNA damage and oxidative stress, reduced inflammatory signals like interleukin-6, reduced stress hormone levels like cortisol, increased antioxidant capacity, increased telomerase activity. It's the enzyme that helps protect your chromosomes. It's like the little plastic thing at the end of shoelaces. Increased brain-derived neurotrophic factor. It's the brain's growth fertilizer. Increased beta-endorphins. Beta-endorphins are your body's natural mood stabilizers. And increased sirtuin-1. It's a protein involved in cellular repair and longevity. There was even a trend towards longer telomeres, though not statistically robust. Now here's an important caveat. This was a single-arm explanatory study. No control group, no long-term follow-up. This is not proof that yoga reverses aging, but it strongly suggests this. Intensive yoga-based lifestyle, if practiced, might influence biological pathways associated with aging. What does that mean? How you breathe, how you move, how you regulate stress, how you orient toward life. These are not cosmetic choices. They are cellular decisions. So today, happy birthday, Charles Darwin and Abraham Lincoln. The word of the day is unity. Charles Darwin demonstrated something radical. We are not separate creations. We're related. Humans are not apart from animals. We are animals. The distance we impose between ourselves and other living beings is a social construction. And that construction affects empathy. Abraham Lincoln fought for unity in a different register: political, moral, national. He was a flawed man, prone to melancholy, to doubt, to despair. Darwin doubted too. Lincoln struggled. They were not perfect, and you are not perfect. And that's okay. Yoga does not demand perfection. It invites participation. Desi Kachar reminds us that yoga is individual to every practitioner. Bodies differ. Anatomy differs. For me, I have deep hip sockets. Deep hip sockets give you stability, but there's a trade-off. I'll never be able to do a 180-degree side split. When I try, bone will meet bone, and I will be prevented from having that perfect, beautiful, Instagrammable 180-degree spread eagle side split. Structure matters. Yet there are other things that I can do well. You too will find limits in your practice. That's not a failure. Consider it information, valuable information. And part of that valuable information is something unique. You're going to experience something that no one else ever will. Life through your body. In the Yoga Sutras of Patanjali, we encounter the 8 limbs. The first limb of the yamas, ethical restraints. The second limb, we call it the niyamas. These are observances. So basically, the yamas are how to treat other people better, and the niyamas are about how to treat yourself better. The first yama is Ahimsa, that means nonviolence. Nonviolence toward others, toward yourself, and toward the environment. The second niyama is Santosha, it's contentment, gratitude. Ahimsa says, do no harm. Santosha says, you are enough, even as you grow. Youthfulness is not about erasing age. It's about maintaining curiosity, humility, and wonder. And the really important, cool thing about this, not just that Abraham Lincoln and Charles Darwin represented unity. Yoga literally means unity. It means to unite your mind and body, to yoke, to graft together. So on this Throwback Thursday, let's turn down the volume of our ego so we can feel connected to ourselves and to others. To get there, we breathe deeply. And when we breathe deeply, we reduce cortisol. That's your body's alarm bell. When we move mindfully, We regulate inflammation. When we practice nonviolence and contentment, we reduce the psychological stress that accelerates aging. Unity is not just moral, it's biological. To continue with our focus in Iyengar and how we're looking at every posture, every yoga asana in Light on Yoga, doing one a day, we're going to look at Paravitra Trikonasana. Yesterday we did Utthita Trikonasana. Utthita is the extended open Trikonasana. Paravitra Trikonasana is revolved Trikonasana, revolved triangle. And as I tend to say, I adhere to the Sanskrit in my teaching because it acknowledges the time and place where these postures developed as a matter of cultural appreciation, not appropriation. But also, if we have a common vocabulary, like in ballet, everything is in French, and we have a common vocabulary in yoga, we could travel anywhere on the globe, anywhere in the world, and we can practice yoga with other people. So, Trikonasana, triangle pose. Paravitra, revolved triangle pose. So, from yesterday where we extended Utthita, today we revolve. Paravitra. From Tadasana, mountain pose. I invite you to step or jump 3 to 3.5 feet apart. Your arms extended to shoulder height. Turn your right foot 90 degrees out. Turn the left foot slightly in. Keep both legs straight and strong, and remember, don't lock your knees. Slightly lift your kneecaps. Just focus in and feel your kneecaps lifting up. Just don't lock your knees. Now exhale. Rotate your trunk, your torso, toward your right leg. Place your left palm on the outer right shin, a block, or the floor. If you learn this pose with your hand on the inside, that's okay too. I tend to focus on the Iyengar method of yoga. So if there is a modification for how you've learned this, or there's a modification because you may have a particular injury or you're just not quite there yet, take advantage of that. Like I said earlier, yoga is individual to all people. That comes from Desi Kachar. His book is The Heart of Yoga. Highly recommend it. Get that book. So from this position, your right arm will extend upward. You will gaze up toward your right thumb. Ground the outer leg of the back foot. Keep both knees firm. Breathe normally. You're going to stay there for about 30 seconds. And as you're in this posture, think about every inhale causes your limbs to grow long and wide, causes your head to stretch a little further away from your tailbone. Every exhale through your nostrils allows you to turn a little more into the pose, get a little deeper. Your breath will carry you. Now return with control and repeat on the other side. Iyengar notes that this pose will tone the thighs and the hamstrings, increase blood supply to the lower spine, expand the chest, invigorate the abdominal organs, and strengthen the hips. But psychologically, with interoception is your sense of the body. With interoception, it will teach revolution without collapse, twist without aggression, stability through rotation. You might find that Paravita Trikonasana might be a little more difficult, a little more challenging than Utthita Trikonasana, and that's okay. Yoga is not about perfection, it's about participation. This is unity in motion. In closing, looking at the biomarker research at the life of Darwin and Lincoln, we see a pattern. Connection reduces fragmentation. Nonviolence reduces stress. Contentment reduces corrosion. Ahimsa and Santosha may not only benefit the community, they may slow the aging of the body, the hardening of the heart, and the narrowing of the mind. You don't have to lose your childlike sense of wonder in order to grow up. In fact, that wonder may be what keeps you forever young. Now inhale through your nostrils. Hold. Exhale through your nostrils. Unify. This is yoga. Yoga involves physical exertion. Consult your healthcare professional before beginning any new physical regimen, especially if you have underlying medical conditions. If you'd like to practice with me, virtually or in person, reach out to me. Now, inhale again, exhale. Slowly open your eyes, come back to this world, and go forth, as in yoga, and go forth and do good things. I'm going to leave some time at the end of this video so you can take advantage of that time to meditate and breathe. If you like this video and you like this practice, please like, share, and subscribe. It really helps out. This is a brand new channel, so I appreciate your participation. And I look forward to seeing you the next time.